Om Nidaye Sarvabhidhyanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarvalokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Namah Pranavartaya Shuddhajnanaikamurtaye Nirmalaya Prashantaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavatyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Vidyasu Sruti Utkrishta Rudra Ekadashini Srutau Tatra Panchakshari Tasyam Shiva Ityakshara Dvayam. Siva Siva Yengilar Thivinayalar Siva Siva Yendida Thivinai Malum Siva Siva Yendida Devaramavar Siva Siva Yendida Sivagadidane. Kamandal Vaksha Sutranam Dharinam Shulapaninam. And we saw, why does Shiva have a water kamandal? You know, he has a whole Ganges on top of his head. Why does he carry water kamandal? And we addressed that question and mentioned that he has all the riches. It is from him that we get all the riches. It is from him that Kubera gets the riches. Still, he is poor. Not only acts poor, he is poor. Riches is for others. What a sacrifice. What a sacrifice. Can you imagine a billionaire giving away everything to everybody and being a pauper? That's Lord Shiva. Kamanda. Vaksha Sutram is the Rudrakshamala and also the Naga Yajna Pavitinam. Snake on his chest. Dharinam Shulapaninam. Shulapani. You know, Pani, hands. So, on his hands, there's Shulam. So, we know Dandapani. Some of you know Dandapani. You know who is Dandapani? Looks like me, but much younger. I'm 70, he's 7 years old. Dandapani is 7-year-old, looks exactly like me, with just a kaupina, just a loincloth. That is Lord Subramanya Swami when he renounced everything as a 7-year-old boy and came to Palanimalai just carrying a danda, just a staff, walking, you know, stick like a stick. So even today, that's how he is. So he is Dandapani. And who is Godandapani? Godandapani is Godandam. Yes, the bow in his hand, Rama. So Dandapani, Godandapani, Chakrapani, and he is Shulapani. So that is Shulapani. Very good. Dharinam Shulapaninam Jwalantam Pinkala Jatashika Mudhyoda Dharinam. He has the yellow, golden yellow hues, glow to himself. And we saw how even Manika Vasakara describes in the same way. Sendalal Purai Diru Meniyum Kati, Sendalal Purai Diru Meniyum Kati, Tiruperandurai Urai Kovilum Kati, Andanavadum Kati Vandandaya Ramude, Palli Elundurulaye. That was a Thiruvannamalai song. So he says, your golden hue, Sendalal Puraidiru Meni. Same way Vedas describe Lord Shiva. Samvardhagni Tarit Pradipta Kanaka Prasparti Tejorunam. Samvardhagni Tarit Pradipta Kanaka Prasparti Tejorunam. Gambhiradhvani Samaveda Janakam Tamradaram Sundaram. Ardhendu Duti Lola Pingala. Same. Jwalantam Pingala Jata. Ardhendu Duti Lola Pingala. Jadabara Prabadhodakam Vande Siddhasura Surendran Namitam Purvamukam Shulinaha. This is how Shiva's eastern face, Tatpurusha, is described. Same all the way. Everywhere in the Vedas, everywhere in the Tamil Vedas, everywhere in the Hindi Vedas, Telugu Vedas, Kannada Vedas, Urdu Vedas, whatever. Everywhere Lord is described as the same. So, Jwalantam Pingala Jata Shikamudjadarinam. Now we come to our key line of today's talk. Vrishaskanda Samarudam Umadehardadharinam. Aha. We'll look at every word. Rishabha. First Rishabha. Why Rishabha? Rishabha is dharma. And how does our 4 stations in life begin in Hinduism? Dharma. Then artha. Based on dharma, seek wealth. Based on dharma. Dharma is the foundation. Therefore, Lord Shiva is seated on dharma, which is the Vrishabha. Vrishabha Skanda, the shoulders of dharma. Dharma carries Lord Shiva on his shoulders. Vrishabha Skanda. So, dharma, number 1. Based on dharma, seek your wealth. Artha. Based on dharma, fulfill your desires, kama. And based on dharma, attain your moksha. Don't cheat everybody in the name of moksha. That I am a guru, I touch you here, and I get moksha. Not going to work. This is a path you have to walk yourself. Lord Shiva, our Shastras, Tirumula, right from Tirumula, right from Patanjali, have shown us the way how to do it. Unfortunately, situation is not what our rishis wanted. What's happening today? Anyway, let's not go there. So, Vrishabha, dharma. And then what else is dharma? Justice. So who dispenses justice? What is justice? What do you mean by justice? Is there a courthouse? Is there a high court? Is there a district court, high court, then a supreme court? No. There's only one court. The court of Lord Rudra. And there, nobody is sitting in judgment. The laws operate by themselves under the guidance of Lord Shiva, Rudras. That is why Rudra is Karma Phaladhata. Karma Phaladhata. That is justice. You do good, you are rewarded. You do bad, you are punished. That is dharma. That is justice. Karma Phala. You don't need a court. There are no advocates in there who can argue your case and get you a redemption. And there's no bribing there. And there is no fear of political parties or chief minister or prime minister for the judge. No, none of that nonsense. This is a justice department that operates by itself under the guidance of Shiva. The only time Lord Shiva interferes when he hears a cry of somebody chanting a Rudram. Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. Sorry, I messed up. I gave you so many arrows to shoot at me. Don't be mad. Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. Namaste. Rudra Manyava. I worship your anger. Don't be mad at me and shoot those arrows that I gave you. These are my karmas. Please blunt the tips of yours. That's the only time he interferes. Otherwise, the justice department of Lord Shiva's court works by itself, by default. Automatic. It's a robotic court. Artificial intelligence court. Nobody has to do anything. The only time Lord Shiva interferes, like I said, when he hears this word, Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. Where are you? Drape Andasaspate Daridra Nilalohita. Yesam Purushanam, Yesham Pasunam, these people, human beings and animals, are all suffering. Please don't hurt them even a little bit. Yesam Purushanam, Yesam Pashunam. Ma bear maro yesam kinchana mamat. Don't hurt. It's all in that first word, Rishabha. His dharma dispenses justice automatically. Then, what about the rest of the things? Guruji, क्या हो गया अब? ये अर्थ और काम का क्या हो गया? इसलिए तो देवी साथ में है. उमा देहार्धधारिणम. Uma takes care of your artha and kama, material desires. Uma is this whole entire manifestation of nature. So, Uma Dehartha. So, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Shiva takes care of the first and the last, in between, Devi. What is the first Dharma? He is the dispenser of justice. He is based on Rishabha, which is Dharma. And he is a Karma Phaladata, Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. And he is a Moksha, Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandim Pushtivardhanam Urvarkam Yiva Vandanat Mrityor Mukshiya. Liberate me from death. Liberate me from mortality. Make me immortal. But Lord Shiva, there is another prayer I'm tagging on here. Mrityor Mukshiya, liberate me from death. Now what is the tag on? Ma Amritat. Don't liberate me. There are two prayers here. Liberate me, and then there's don't liberate me. What is this? First you say liberate me, and then you say don't liberate me. Liberate me from death. Make me immortal. But once having liberated me, don't liberate me from liberation. Keep me there. Don't liberate me from immortality. Ma, Amritat. Amritat means don't bring me down from the immortal state. Ma. Don't. So he is the first Dharma and the last Moksha. In between is Devi. And that's why they are together. The Upanishads describe Lord Shiva beautifully. He is the only one who remains before creation, and he is the only one alone who remains after the creation is resolved. Prakriti comes and goes. Creation comes and goes. Therefore, that is why Dharma first, Moksha last. So, beginning and the end, he is always there. And he is also there in between. Why is he in between? Because he is a Panchakritya Parayana. What do you mean by Panchakritya Parayana? Shrishti, Sthiti, Samhara, Tirodhana, Anugraha. He creates Brahmas, countless Brahmas, whose skulls he has is his mala, Kapala mala. Creates Brahmas, Shrishti. Vishnu's, and being Dharma, he maintains. Being the Dharma itself, he does the maintenance, justice. Vinashaya saduskritam dharma sansthapanarthaya. Dharma sansthapanarthaya. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya saduskritam dharma sansthapanarthaya shambhavami yuge. And many scriptures tell you that the Rishabha, Dharma, is Lord Vishnu himself. That's how maintenance is done. And he is the one who completely in charge of it. That's why he comes again. Sambhavami yuge yuge. Dharma. Vrishashkanda Samarudham. Balanced. Arudham. Not tilted. Balanced. Completely balanced. You know, Thirunavukarasar upper sings very beautifully. பூவினு கருங்கலம் பொங்கு தாமரை ஆவினு கருங்கலம் அரணஞ்சாடுதல் பூவினு கருங்கலம் பொங்கு தாமரை ஆவினு கருங்கலம் அரணஞ்சாடுதல் கோவினு கருங்கலம் கோட்டம் இல்லது நாவினு கருங்கலம் நமச்சிவாயவே. பூவினு கருங்கலம். O my devotee, the best of flowers is the lotus. Pongu Tamarai, the blooming lotus, Pongu Tamarai. Avinu Karungalam Arananjadudal, the best of the bull is the one that's by Lord Shiva. Can you see in the picture? Avinu Karungalam Arananjadudal. And the third one is what I was talking about. Kovinu Karungalam Kottam Illadu. The best of the king, the best of the ruler is the one there is no wavering in justice. Kottam. In Tamil, Kottam means if you have a wheel, and if the wheel is straightforward and balanced and runs perfectly balanced, then it's a good. But on the other hand, if it just wobbles, that is called Kottam. Wobbly. So justice should not be wobbly. So that's why Samarudam. See how much meaning is there? Samarudam. Balanced, completely balanced. Kottam illadu. There is no Kottam. Kovinu Karungalam. Kottam illadu. Navinu Karungalam. Namachivayave. So, Vrishashkanda Samarudam. Bhuma Dehartha Dharinam. Bhuma Dehartha Dharinam. Now, when we represent this concept, we represent as Ardhanarishwara, as you see in the slide. Because there is no other way to represent it. But that's not how it is. Because the verse, what we just said, Dharinam means he sustains Uma. He bears Uma. Vrishashkanda Samarudam Uma Dehartha Dharinam. So which means half of him, which means everywhere. The whiteness of the milk is in every iota of the milk. It's not half of the milk is white and half is not white. No. So Uma, Saha Uma, Soma. Vrishashkanda Samarudam, Uma Dehartha Dharinam. So she is in every pore of Lord Shiva. They're all mixed together. But the only way it could be represented is like this in the picture. Now Dharinam, Dehartha Dharinam. To sustain something, if I say the vessel is sustaining the milk, the vessel cannot be half. If the vessel is half, it cannot sustain the milk. The milk will spill all over. It cannot even hold the milk. So Shiva is not half here. He is whole. He is within that whole, everything is sustained. Half of that whole is taken by Parvati. He is a whole, but she is part and parcel of everywhere in him, in that container, inside that container. Uma Dehartha Dharinam. That's why it's called Namah Somaya Cha Rudraya Cha. Ethanuvakam. Saha Umaya Cha Somaya Cha. So like I said, he is Dharma and Moksha. And Bhagavati Devi is Artha and Kam. And compassion. And through her compassion, through the compassion of the mother, you reach the father. So, if you approach Lord Shiva for moksha and it's very hard, then you go through the mother. Mother will recommend you. He is a good devotee, please. Umadeha ardhadharina. Amrtena plutam shantam divya bhoga samanvitam. Shiva is called Abhisheka Priya, one who loves to be showered. Keep pouring Niagara Falls on him, he'll be happy. They should put a nice Shivalingam in Niagara Falls, if they could. Amrtena plutam shantam divya bhoga samanvitam. There is some part of Vedam there in some verses. Amrtena plutam hrishtam is also there. But both are one and the same. Different meaning. But hrishta means cheerful and pleasant. Shantam means quiet. Murtena plutam shantam. Shiva is always that quietness that's in you, which we hardly reach. Upanishads, this is how they define him. Shivam shantam chaturtam anyante saha atma. He is your Atma. Savijñeyaha. Know him to be your Atma. Shivam Shantam Chaturtam Advaitam. Non-dual state. Shiva. It's always that quietness. Swamiji, how can I realize in him? Guruji, where is he in me? He is in you. Where? Your fourth state of consciousness. Turiyam. Shivam Shantam Chaturtam. The fourth state. What is the fourth state, Swamiji? We all know the three states very well. Some of us know one state more well than the other. Deep sleep. So, waking, dreaming and sleeping. And there are some who are mostly in the dreaming state, whether it's daytime or night. You get all kind of samples. Waking, dreaming and sleeping. Jagra, Swapna, Shushupti. Three states. Yeah, we know. But what is the fourth one? Turiyam. What is Turiyam? Turiyam is the one that tells you are awake. Turiyam is the one that tells you now you're dreaming. Turiyam is the one that tells you you had a good sleep. Let us say, 10 o'clock you go to sleep and you're one of those people, blessed people, with a boon to sleep deep as soon as you hit the bed. It's a boon. So you went to sleep 10 o'clock, deep sleep. And you get up 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning and you say, I slept so good. If, let's assume, if your switch was turned off, your awareness was turned off 10 o'clock as soon as you went to bed, and your awareness was turned on at 6 a.m., would you know what happened in between? No. There's no way you would know what happened in between. So how do you know what happened in between? That I slept well, I didn't sleep well, I had dreamed. Because somebody was witnessing all this. That is Turiyam. Turiyam, the fourth major state. That's Lord Shiva. Saha Atma, that's your Atma. Savijñeyaha, know him to be that Atma. That he and he is, what is that Turiyam? It is Shantam, it's absolute peace. The state that you experience in deep meditation, that is Turiyam. Swamiji, where is the proof? Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, my guru, has done the proof long back in 1960s. You know, we are all fortunate, the entire world is fortunate that Maharishi Mahesh Yogi introduced the Indian wisdom through the window of science. He was a physicist, I'm a physicist, that's why I followed him. We're all trained under him, a lot of us. So, what is the proof? Fourth state, there is proof. What proof? Every physiological state, Jagra, Swapna, Shushupti, Turiya, waking, dreaming, sleeping, and Turiya. And the fourth state, Waking, dreaming, sleeping, and the fourth state, they all have their physiological correlates. What's the physiological correlate? Waking, my heart beats at a certain time. My brain waves, alpha, waking, alpha waves. Dreaming, let's say sleeping, I'm going to sleep. You can't have a dream without sleep. Some people do anyway in daytime. The eyes open, but they still dream. Like that. You have seen them, I have seen them. You know, somebody at work, eyes will be open. Hello? Dreaming. Anyway, so when you go to sleep, your parameters completely change. Your breath rate changes, your heart rate changes, your skin resistance goes up. Sleep. Indicating that you are at deep rest. Your oxygen consumption changes. These are all the indicators that what kind of a state you are in. The waking state has a certain EEG pattern, certain skin resistance, certain metabolic coordinates, and the sleeping state has a different set of coordinates, different set of parameters, and the dreaming has a different set of EEG. What about the fourth state, Swamiji? Yes, that's a proof that there is a fourth state. What is the proof, Swamiji? In the fourth state of consciousness, when somebody is in a deep meditation, the machines are telling that the person is sleeping in a deep sleep. His heart rate is almost very slow. Metabolism is almost near zero. If he is in samadhi, there is no metabolism, it will be zero. What about the brain, Swamiji? The EEG says that this man is awake. So the body is saying he's sleeping when the mind, the EEG says he's awake. So that's the fourth major state called, Maharshi called it, state of restful alertness. So restful alertness. Restful because your body is completely rested, alert because internally you're awake. That is the witness state, Turiya. So that is the state of peace and quietness. That is Shivam Shantam. That's described here. Murtena Plutam Shantam. So that's from the Advaitic Upanishadic point of view. It's not Adi Yogi. It's a blasphemy to call Shiva an Adi Yogi. He is the ultimate reality. He is not Adi Yogi. He is that ultimate reality. Shivoham, which is everything is him. Sad. The cosmos, he is a cosmos. And he's just trying to name him with a itty bitty yogi and also put an adjective there. What a nonsense. Ignorance, populistic phrases. And the problem is, people are going to believe these guys and Hinduism is going to be distorted. Shiva's name is going to be gone and he's going to be called a yogi, Adi Yogi. Tirthyayacha Kulyayacha Rudram. Tirthyayacha Kulyayacha. The other reason we have to keep him cool, because all this nonsense that we all do in this world, and being the father of all of us, Ammayappar, he is mad. Why he won't be? So we have to keep him cool. So these are the reasons. We have to do a lot of Abhishekam to Lord Shiva. He loves Abhishekam. So that is what Amrtena Plutam Shantam, Murtena Plutam Hrishtam. Then, after the nice Abhishekam and bath, Divya Bhoga Samanvitam, surrounded by all the Divya Bhogas, divine celestial bliss. Bhoga, not just only food, all the celestial thing. But he is still a beggar. Divya Bhoga Samanvitam, Dig Devata Samayuktam, Surasura Namaskritam. Digdevata is not, it's not this 8, 10, it's not this Indra, Agni, Yama, Nirarati, Varuna, Vayu, not those are not mentioned here. Digdevata means the 33 crore devatas, all the gods and goddesses. Shiva is surrounded by all of them. Samayuktam. Digdevata Samayuktam. Okay. Surasura Namaskritam. Everybody, both the divine ones, the human ones, and the demonic ones. Sura, Asura. Digdevata Samayuktam, Surasura Namaskritam. Rama worshipped him, Ravana worshipped him too. Digdevata Samayuktam, Surasura Namaskritam. Surrounded by gods in all directions, every one of them. Surasura Namaskritam. Ravana. Nityancha Shashwatam. Nityam, eternal. Shashwatam, everlasting. Eternal and everlasting. Then what? Shuddham. Absolutely blemishless. When we describe the western face of Lord Shiva in the Panchamukha Puja, this is how we describe him. Praleya chalam indukunda dhavalam gokshirafena prabham basmabhyangamananga deha dahanam jwalavali lochanam brahma Vishnu marudganarchida padam. Brahma, Vishnu and Rudra, they all come and worship at your feet. Praleya chalam indukunda dhavalam. Indu, the moon dances on his dancing hair. Praleya chalam indukunda dhavalam gokshirabhena prabham. He is of the hue of the foam of the milk. Gokshirabhena prabham. Gokshirabhena means the foam. Even the foam is even whiter than the milk. Pure. The foam. Basma bhyangamananga deha dahanam. All over his body basma. And in that basma body, the fiery eyes. Jwalavali lokshanam brahma vishnu marudganarchita padam rigvedana adodayam vandeham sakalam kalankarahitam yatyancha shashvatam shuddham. Same here. Vandeham sakalam kalankarahitam sthanormukam paschimam. Fifth phase. Of a western phase. So, he is eternal, nityam, is shashvatam, is shuddham. Dhruvam, fixed. Aksharam, avyayam. Wow. Avyaya, unmanifest. The fifth phase of Lord Shiva is described like this. Vyakta vyakta nirupitancha paramam shatrinsa tattvaadikam tasmad uttara tattvam aksharamiti dhyayam sada yogibihi omkaradi samasta mantra janakam sukshmati sukshmam param vande panchamameshwarasya vadanam kavyapi tejomayam. Vyakta vyakta nirupitancha paramam. Same thing here. Dhruvam, Aksharam, Avyayam, unmanifest, fixed, non-decaying, eternal, everlasting, like the pole star. Some of you who are devotees of Paramahamsa Yogananda must have heard this beautiful song from him. Be thou the pole star of my life, O my Lord, guide me. If I am lost in the sea of tsunami, I'm lost in the tsunami and turbulence of this life, mundane life, if my ship is lost, Lord Shiva, be thou the pole star, Dhruvam, be the Dhruvam, be the Dhruva nakshatra. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa Yogananda was a great devotee of Lord Shiva. Some of you had got encinitas and seen in his room, there's a beautiful statue of Lord Shiva. So he had this nice bhajan. Dhruvam, that's Lord Shiva. Aksharam, Abhyayam. Fixed, immovable, non-decaying. Nityam, Shashvatam, Shuddham, Aksharam, Abhyayam. What else you can say? And you call him a yogi, Adi yogi, that also. Sarvavyapinam Ishanam. Everywhere. There's no place he's not. Because he's the only one that's out there. Always. Sarvavyapinam Ishanam. Rudram by Vishwarupinam. He is the cosmos, he is the universe. That's why we worship him as Shiva Lingam. You know, there's some stupid idiots out there who will give you all kind of interpretations for Shiva Lingas. Stupid nonsense. Here is a real explanation coming at you. This describes Sarvavyapinam Ishanam. Rudram by Vishwarupinam. What is that Vishwarupa? Has anybody gone there and see what is this Vishwa is, what is this cosmos is like? Not until the last 10 years, last 10, 20 years. NASA made an effort to get a picture of this Vishwam, this cosmos. What does the cosmos look like? This is how the cosmos looks like, a Shivalingam. Wilkinson's micro anisotropy probe, what we call WMAP. Anisotropy probe went there and stitched the pictures together. So many years. Hubble went first, keep sending pictures, pieces and pieces. Then all this probe was sent on Wilkinson. Then it sent pictures. Finally, when they stitched together, what we got was a beautiful blue Shivalingam. Beautiful Shivalingam. Now look at this now. Then they went a little more high-end research, and they sent Planck satellite. And when they sent a Planck satellite, this is the picture they got that you see on your left side, but with a red and golden streak in the middle. You see that? That's what Planck satellite gave. This is Planck satellite. And this is Planck satellite pictures. That's Banalingam. Perfect Banalingam. Narmadeshwara. That's how we get Shivalingam from Narmada. Our Banalingam is like this. Now what is the golden streak in the middle? How many of you have gone to Mukambika? How many of you have seen that movie in Tamil, Mukambika? Thai Mukambika. Ilayaraja, who was born in a village, and he sang a song in Thai Mukambika with the first verse from Saundarya Lahari. Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadhir Bhavati. So the reason I'm mentioning Mukambika, there is a Shivalingam there with a golden streak, Swarna Rekha. So there is a Swarna Rekha. Adi Shankara found that, and that Shivalingam, if you know the priests there in Mukambika, they'll show it to you. We have seen it, me and Swamini have seen it about 20 years ago. The Swarna Rekha. And now Planck is telling us, yes, this is Swarna Rekha. This is not only the whole cosmos is not a Shivalingam, but this is Shivalingam with a Swarna Rekha. This is the Swarna Rekha right here. This took 1 year to get this picture for the Planck satellite. It's a picture of galaxies, cosmos, Nataraja. That's the reason highest scientific institute in the entire world, highest in terms of quality, and in terms of quantity, the biggest machine in the world the Large Hadron Collider. The research started in USA, in Colorado, long ago in the 60s. But it involved billions of dollars, moved over to Europe. What was the research for? Find the God's particle. The first one, the research was done here in Colorado. There was this tubes like miles and miles long, huge circular tubes, where particles from opposite directions will be accelerated. They accelerate, and finally in the middle, when they let that collide and observe the phenomenon, the plates and the bubble chamber experiment, they all displayed Nataraja. Yeah, they all displayed Nataraja. And right after that, this Austrian theoretical physicist Fritz Capra wrote a book called The Tao of Physics, T-A-O, Tao, it's pronounced as Tao, it's a Chinese word, Tao of Physics. And in that book, you would see the plates from this Colorado experiment on one side, and the picture of Nataraja on the other side could be superimposed on one another. And then he converted into like a devotee of Shiva, Nataraja. He had great experiences. And that's the reason today, in this highest scientific institute in the world, at the entrance to this institute, you have a statue of Nataraja. Nobody else. Now, so you saw the Shivalingam, and you saw the one with Swarna Rekha in Mukambika. What kind of satellite did we send? We went to Internet. Where did we go? Internet. We didn't go Internet. We went Internet. Anda characharam ellam kandu konden Siva Siva. Enga? En agathinulle kandu konden Siva Siva. Very recent. Siva Yoga Swami, who was the guru of Siva Subramanya Swami from Hawaii, who was an American. 6'2", tall American who always dressed himself like Shiva with a jata and even carried a trident. His guru was Siva Yoga Swami. Anda characharam ellam Siva Sivaya nagathinulle gandu. Oh Lord Shiva, I don't need a plank, I don't need a Hubble. All this cosmos you have shown me right inside of me. This is very recent, 100 years ago. 1100 years ago, Manikavasagar, Thiru Anda Pagudi, Andai Pagudiyin Undai Pirakkum Alapparum Kaatchi, Nuttoru Godiyin Merpadavirindana, hundreds and hundreds, these cosmic scenario with all these galaxies and these globes and these solar systems, millions of billions of solar system inside a galaxy, billions of galaxies out there. You know, science has not even touched, science has not even scratched the surface of this cosmic exuberance of Lord Shiva. Barely scratched the surface. We live in this tiny earth, which is a part of a solar system. Now this solar system is one of the solar system, one among the billions of solar system in Milky Way galaxy. Billions, the billions of solar system in Milky Way galaxy. Is this the only galaxy? No. Cigarette galaxy, Andromeda galaxy, spiral galaxy. The more and more telescope, the more and more highly sensitive equipment they sent out there, the more and more pictures of galaxies they received to get. So they used to name them. Eventually they ran out of names. And then what they did, NDG 1, NDG 2, NDG 2000. What is NDG? Newly discovered galaxy. Now imagine you're a speck of a dust. Planet Earth itself is a speck of a dust in a solar system. In this galaxy, billions of solar system in this galaxy, billions of galaxies, human beings almost a non-entity in this cosmic drama, and the ego we have is as big as this cosmic drama. But what are you in this cosmic drama? Nothing. Nothing. The greatest wonder of the world is that being so nothing, you think that you're everything. The greatest wonder. Second greatest wonder is death is everywhere, see it every day, attend funerals, but still somewhere we think we are not going to die. And keep doing things as if we are not going to die. Not only we think, but keep doing things as if we are not going to die. Take care of your priorities, my friend. He's waiting for you. One day or other you're going to get it. Nobody's an exception. And nobody's happening more. It's so sad. Priorities. Take care of your priorities. Parties can wait. You know how long you're going to be partying? You're partying all your life. And there's going to be one party where you won't be there. Rest of them will be around you. Think of that party. Focus. The path of spirituality is a path that you have to walk, is a walk you have to walk, is a dance that you have to dance. Nobody can do that for you. Neither your wife, nor your husband, nor your children, nor your mother, nor your parents, nor your grandchildren. Do your duty. Nothing wrong. But take care of you. And what is taking care of you? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. Don't have to run to forest. Be detached internally. Do what you need to do. That's how the whole thing is divided. That's why we said Vrishaskanda Samarudam. Dharma. Ultimately moksha. Artha, Kama is okay in between. That's fine. Show is over. 3 hours of cinema over. ஊரெல்லாம் கூடி உறக்க அழுதிட்டு பெயரினை நீக்கி பிணம் என்று பெயரிட்டு சூரையன்காட்டில் கொண்டு போய் சுட்டிற்று நீரினில் மூழ்கி நினைவிழந்தார். That's human story. This is Tirumular. What he says is, when somebody passes away, we all get together and cry. Ur means village, neighborhood. Nowadays that even doesn't happen. You can't even go near a dead body. So sad. Urakka aludittu. In India they put loudspeakers now. In villages when somebody dies and they cry, they put loudspeakers. Urallam gudi urakka aludittu. Then what they do? They cry. Then what they do? Peyarinai nikki pinam endru peyaritte. They remove your name. No more Mr. So and so. And what is the new name? Dead body. When are they going to take the body? They're not going to say, when are they going to take so and so? Name is gone. Peyarinai nikki pinam endru peyarittu. Then they give you a new name. Dead body. Pinam. Konapam. What they do? And take it, Surayangadu, cremation ground. Suttitru. Burn it. Then what they do? Neerinil moolgi ninaivilandargale. Pour a couple of buckets of water on you. Ninaivilandargale. And remove the memories. And the memories go away slowly. Out of sight, out of mind. That's life. As a bubble. Sarvabhyapinam Hishanam, omnipresent Lord of all. Rudram Vaivishwarupinam. He is the cosmic form, Lord Rudra, Lord Shiva. Therefore, Evan Jyatva Dujasamyak, therefore thinking of him in this way, that he is the cosmos, he is the Sivalingam, he is the Nataraja, he is Ardhanarishwara, Umadehardadharinam, meditating upon him in this way, Tato Yajanamarabhet. That's how Lagunyasam ends. Thinking of him like this, meditating upon him like this, the twice born should start his worship. This is how you should start your worship. That's why Lagunyasam is so important. The entire teaching of Hinduism is there in a couple of lines. Evan Dhyatva Dujasamyak Tato Yajanamarabhet. So this is how you meditate upon him. Then what you do in the next part, then you established different devatas on your body, you make yourself Rudra. Atmani devatas tapayet. Next part. We'll do it next class. Why you have to do that? Because you have to make yourself Rudra. Prajanane Brahma tishtatu, Padayo Vishnu tishtatu, Hastayo Harat tishtatu, Bahvar Indra tishtatu, Jatare Agnit tishtatu, Hridaye Shiva tishtatu, Kante Vasavat tishtatu, Bhaktre Saraswati tishtatu, Nasikayo Ayur tishtatu, Nayanayo Chandradityo. You have to do all this. It's amazing. This Lagunyasam is so amazing. So don't miss these classes. She knows it. This is our dharma. Unfortunate, when your children ask you a question about Hinduism, you cannot answer because they've asked you these questions. Why are you pouring water on the deity? Why you put milk? And why you put curd? There's absolutely scientific reason for all this. Om Namah Shivaya. That is Sivaya Subramanya Swami. Kawai. Yeah. Very good. If any questions, we will do that, otherwise we will conclude. Yes?
Swami, there are few questions in the chat box.
Chat box. Sri Ramji.
Thank you, Swamiji.
You're welcome. Om Namah Shivaya.
Thank you.